Good evening. Welcome to Pinellas Technical College Clearwater campus. I'm Dr. Jake Prokop. I'm the director of this fine institution. Today we're gathered to celebrate a momentous occasion for our candidates. You know, the opening song while we waited was Whatever It Takes, and these young ladies really did whatever it takes to get through this process. Practical nursing is one of the most challenging programs we have on campus. It is extremely rigorous in new vocabulary, terminology, association of diseases versus medications, so on and so on. Being a practical nurse is a huge responsibility, a responsibility that should not be taken lightly, as you are the eyes and ears of the physician. The main responsibility of a practical nurse is to walk into a room and determine if that patient is in a state of distress or if they're perfectly fine. Those few seconds can determine the action of the physician and potentially save a life. Candidates, I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. Enjoy this moment. Celebrate. There's more to come. Parents, friends, thank you for being here. A dual enrollment class is something special. One of the most difficult tasks, as I mentioned, to get to this point, finish high school, and get through one of the most rigorous programs we offer. You should be very proud of your candidates, but don't let them stop. They have to take their examination and then move on to next bigger and greater things. Thank you all for being here today, and I hope you enjoyed the ceremony.
Good evening and welcome everyone. First off, I'd like to say a few words about the class that endured. This year tested you, not just as students, but as people. You showed up when it was easier to stay down. You chose compassion when the world felt overwhelming. And through it all, you didn't give up. You're not just future nurses. You're healers who already understand the weight of resilience, the power of empathy, and the courage it takes to keep going when everything feels hard. Every great nurse starts with a great story. Yours already includes strength, perseverance, and heart. So today, I want you to stand tall, not just because of what you've learned in class, but because of who you've all become. Okay. I'd like to invite up Casey Bornflat to pin Miss Violet. Congratulations. Jeremy Colnan to pin Miss Haley Breeze Colnan. Next, Christy Lee Gatlin for the honor of pinning Miss Taylor Gatlin. For the honor of pinning Miss Georgia Holmstrom, I'd like to invite up Emma Holmstrom. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to invite up Alexis Perry for the honor of pinning Olivia McClone. The nursing students, please rise. Just another round of applause for this great class of nursing graduates 2025. Okay. I'd like to invite up Miss Leticia Malave, that's going to lead our nurses in the nursing pledge.
Ladies, please light your lamp. You look beautiful, so proud of you today. Okay, and repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and the presence of this assembly to fulfill the duties of my chosen vocation faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain the high quality of nursing care. I will hold in sacred confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and fulfill all designated duties entrusted in me. With complete loyalty, I will strive to aid the physician and his and her assistants in the noble work of mercy and devote myself to the cause of humanity.
Thank you, ladies. I always talk to the candidates at the end of the ceremony, but first I want to introduce some of the teachers and instructors that have been very instrumental in making this happen, helping these ladies through this whole process. So, of course, Miss Kelly Woodward, she was their teacher for all of MS1 and 2, and some of them had her for foundation. Then we have Miss Leticia Malave, and she is another instructor on our staff. We have Miss Morgan Bowie. I threw a wrench in the crank to the ladies when they were going into their final chapter of the program for comprehensive. And we had to make a teacher change because we had some class rotations that we just had to make a change, and I scared them all to death. I promised them it would be okay, and I think they had a beautiful time with Miss Bowie. So thank you, Miss Bowie, for stepping in. We really appreciate that. And of course, Dr. Jacob Prokop, the director of our campus. Mr. Mark Hunt, the director of CTAE for Pinellas County Schools. And then some other ladies in the back, Miss Sidlowski from Palm Harbor High School, assistant principal there. And Dr. Amanda Daniels, she's now working over at the district with CTAE programs. Ms. Maggie Greenwood, she's department chair and instructor and my go-to and savior in this program, Ms. Greenwood. And then we have Miss Lisa Book. She's our Foundations 1 and 2 teacher for all of our adult rotations. So thank you, Miss Book. And let's see, I have a couple of volunteers over here, up and coming 12th grade dual enrollment students. They've already been told how difficult this is by this very group right here. Didn't you guys have a talk with them on day one? That's what I thought. So Genesis and Kiara, thank you so much for being here and volunteering with us this evening. And I talked so long, my notes went away. Here we go. So now I'm going to turn and talk to you a little bit. Mr. Wilson gets upset with me when I do that. And I'm going to say to you exactly what I said to the other group of dual enrollment students. And there's nothing on here that I haven't said to my daughter except for the nursing parts, right? But here you are, graduates of high school and graduates of nursing school, all in about the same 6 weeks period of time. That is an amazing feat. You have not been without challenge this year, right? It was difficult. We know that. We had a long road, but boy, did you persevere. Congratulations. I want you to celebrate, and I want you to have the most amazing next few days. I don't want you to think about this. I want you to put this just away for a couple of days. Just a couple of days, right? And I want you to go have fun. I want you to be the somewhat still kids that you are, right? Go have some summer fun for the next few days. But keep in mind, the big challenge is coming, right? But you're ready. They're so ready. I don't know if they came home and boasted about their scores. Good, because they should have. They were absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Parents and families, thank you so much for giving them that support. And I know they will encourage you to get your sit pass as quickly as possible and to keep studying. We have quiet places here to study. We have tutoring, whatever they need. We will be here for the next week. Then we go on summer break, but we'll be back August 1st, and they're welcome to come back and have a quiet place to study. Strength, determination, resilience, growth, flexibility, all of these things are required for success, and I have witnessed all of these things in each of you. I say these things to my daughter all the time. Always know your worth. Be confident in your knowledge. Know what you bring to the table. And never be afraid to eat alone. Hold your values, morals, and principles to the highest standards and in the highest regards. Be willing to work hard, very hard, for what you want and what you believe to be is right. Go get it, right? True strength lies not in force, but in the quiet resilience to stand firm for what you know is right, fair, and just, even when others in the world demand that you bend. I wish you the most success and joy a person can have. Keep in touch. Our commitment to you is not over tonight. We are here for you. You are alumni. And anything you need moving forward. Do you need advice on a bachelor's of nursing school? Do you need advice on employment? Whatever it is that you need, we're here. We're not going anywhere. So we'll be here to support you. Just because you're not enrolled doesn't mean we won't talk to you. Okay, so come back and see us. Keep Ms. Greenwood posted on your progress, where you get employed, when you pass, all of those things, okay? So whatever capacity we can help, we are here. Always be the best version of yourself. Good luck and congratulations. I would also like to thank Mr. Wilson and company back here, the stage production. Yes, please, the stage production program. They always do a nice job on the sound and lights and videos for us, so thank you very much, Mr. Wilson, for that. This concludes our ceremony. We're going to take some pictures up here, so we're going to ask the ladies to stay on the stage. Please feel free to come up and grab some pictures. Thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful evening and a safe return home. Thank you. Ladies, all right, you want to stand up? We're going to push your chairs back.